Hi, hello, welcome. I'm Gabby Bird, and this is the Yawhg, a creepy, sort of episodic, kind of cozy adventure. If you're into very short rounds, this one's for you. It's for single players. I guess you could play it 2 players, but I believe it's only played on one machine. Sort of like the Wolf's Bite, if you're into little short stories like that. So let's get into it and let's see what happens. So foremost, we are going to pick 2 characters. Let's pick up top and to the right. Let's do that. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one expects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives, week by week, unaware. Okay, so we get to pick which area of town we want to go to. You're just going to play with your arrow keys. So we can go to the forest, the arena. So we're playing this character first, and on the right is this character's stats. So, this tavern. Let's go hang out in the alchemy tower. We can clean the lab or brew a potion. Let's make a potion. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. Okay, so that our stats go up depending on what we do. Kind of a Gloomhaven, like early game situation. Kind of fun. One day an artificer stops by for a visit. Ooh, she is adorned with magical gadgets and her gizmos, and is followed everywhere by her clockwork spider. The alchemists of the tower all go out of their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. As she's leaving, she adorns the most charming of the alchemists with a special trinket. The fact that she didn't choose you was a very humbling experience. You gain 1 charm. Okay, so now we're playing our second character. So here's where, like, if you want to ask chat what they want to do, or if you want to have a friend, choose, but it's still going to be on your keyboard. Let's have this one go to the tavern. Let's go drink at the tavern. You spend the entire week getting wasted. You gain 2 charm and 1 physique, and one day a fortune teller sets up at one of the tavern's tables. She offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum. Let's see, we have 0 wealth, so we can't, unfortunately. The rest of the day, you watch the fortune teller from afar as she showers each of her customers with promises of wealth and love. You feel like skipping out was a good choice. You gain 1 mind. Okay, we need to get some money for this fella. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. So it seems like there's something coming, a great storm or something called the Yawhg, and it was so long ago that we don't even remember. And it's about 5 weeks out now. Week 2, I guess 6 weeks out, and so now it's the 2nd week. Let's have her go to the forest. What's going on in the forest? Let's go hunting. You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. Well, now I feel bad. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. Okay, one night, through the trees, you spot a group of cloaked figures all standing in a circle. They're chanting in unison. O mighty lord of the night, master of beasts, bringer of pain and derision. You accidentally step on a twig, producing a loud cracking noise. They immediately stop chanting and look over in your direction. Take them on or run for it. We have a 5 physique. Let's take him on. You pull out a knife, ready to fight. They all run at you unarmed and cackling. Oh, jeez, that's scary. You weave between them, slitting their throats as they pass you. Whoa, each one you slay burns insane mutterings into your mind. You lose 3 mind. Oh, at least we had a lot to begin with. What great practice, though. Okay, and we gain 3 finesse. They run at you unarmed and cackle. As they run towards you, their bodies melt into blood. The blood all swirls together to form a giant crimson demon. That was pretty badass, says the demon, giving you a nod, as one does, and it flies off into the night sky. Your brain cracks from trying to process what you just saw. You lose 3 minds, so now we have lost our mind entirely. Okay. So let's We need to chill after that. Though it is a different character, so he went to the tavern. Let's try to make some monies. Where can we get money? Let's go to the slums, see if we can't gamble or something. Oh, we can pickpocket. Let's do that. You spend the week performing petty theft. You gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One night, a woman walks up to you. "Excuse me, sir, feeling a little lonely tonight?" she asks. "For only a small amount of coin, I could make you feel good all night." "No, we don't have the money for it." "Your loss." It was honest in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook. The air went still. Okay. Week 3. Okay, we already did our fair share of fighting. Let's go relax at the gardens. Let's meditate. You spend the week in deep meditation. You gain 1 magic and 2 mind. We got some mind back. Walking past a pond one day, you see a fat little frog sitting on a lily pad. "Please, miss," the frog begs. "I'm not a frog at all, but an enchanted prince. If you could see your way to kissing me, it would break the curse and return me to normal." Yeah, I got nothing going on, sure. You bend down and kiss the frog. Suddenly the frog is enveloped by a cloud of shimmering fog, and when the fog clears, the frog is gone, and a tall, regal man is standing in the pond instead. He thanks you for helping him, and he gives you a handsome reward, 2 wealth. As word spreads of your deed, your reputation improves. You gain 1 charm. Cool. I think I've done that one before, and it didn't go very well. So we got a little bit of money. We got 1 money. Let's see if we can't go to the palace. Do administration work? Sure. Let's get some more dollars in our pocket. We seem to have pretty good stats. Now, these stats are going to determine sort of what happens to us at the end of the game when the Yawhg is upon us. So let's see what's going on with that. You spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. You're paid 2 wealth and gain 1 mind. Okay. So, great. One day the king approaches you. Excuse me, but you look like someone who I can confide in," he says, ending a sentence with a preposition. "I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom." He blushes. "Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak?" "Teach the king your ways." I don't think I have any ways. I admit that you don't know how to help. Let's teach him what we do know anyway. You spend hours drawing a bunch of diagrams. Oh my gosh. And going through scenarios with the king. Gross. By the end of it, he's just as charming as you are. Stop. He thanks you and hands you a large sack of coins as a reward. You gain 3 wealth. Oh yeah, sweet. So we got a bunch of monies now, so let's work on magic next. Later that night, you get the sinking feeling that you might have made things worse. That probably won't come back to haunt us. And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos, screaming. The sound of all we knew being pulled in half. Ominous. Okay, let's have our lady friend go to the hospital. Maybe we can do some volunteering. Yeah. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. How nice. Maybe we can use our potions. You gain 2 mind and earn a wealth. Great. Good. We're recovering mind slowly but surely. One day while in the maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth. The baby she births is no ordinary baby, however. Its skin is pitch black and shiny, and its eyes glow like an orange flame. It wrestles itself from the doctor's hands and tries to fly away. "Stop that demon!" yells the doctor. Okay, well, I don't see why we have to stop it. Just let it go, but, yeah, we got some magic on us. Let's do that. You wave your hand, with a wave of your hand, you put up a magical barrier blocking the exit. The demon bounces right off of it and collapses on the ground. Quick thinking. 1 mind, the doctor runs up with a scalpel and slits the demon's throat. Your mouth goes agape at the doctor's merciless killing of a baby. He shrugs, it's a hard knock life, and walks away. Okay, our guy just got some money. Let's go to the arena. Let's compete in a fight. You spend the whole week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse, and one day, while wandering in the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you. "Excuse me, sir. I need a sparring partner," he says. "Are you down for a fight or 2? "Yeah, let's fight." "Let's do this!" he screams. He takes a swing at your head, and you get punched square in the face. Next thing you know, you're in the arena's infirmary. It appears that punch gave you headache neverendous. Beautiful. Symptoms include having a mild headache forever. If you just get punched in the back of the head now, It'll even right out, I think. You lose one mind. Unfortunate. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong? Or have we forgotten? Okay, week 5. It's getting close. See that fog coming into the harbor. Let's have our girl... Let's go get a drink. Or, no, let's bartend. Why not? We've only got 4 wealth. You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. One day a bard pulls out his lute and the bard starts playing a tune. Unfortunately, his singing is horrible, and it's ruining the tavern's atmosphere. You decide to do something about it. Lute duel! Let's go! You borrow the bar owner's lute and challenge the bard to a musical duel, dueling lutes. You play out a beautifully complex combination of arpeggios. We got a real Mary Sue on our hands, huh? She can fight, she does magic. She helps the sick, she can do a lute duel. The tavern roars with applause. The bard tries his best to replicate your piece, but it ends in him dropping his lute, snaps it in half. Oh, he bows his head shamefully in defeat and walks out of the tavern. We gain a finesse and a charm. Great. I'm sure that'll also not come back to haunt us. He'll just be fine with it. He'll be fine. Alright, and then this guy, let's have him go to... Where have we not gone yet? I think we've gone everywhere. So let's go to the gardens and we can do landscaping. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. Beautiful. You gain 1 finesse, a physique, and a wealth. One day a beggar comes up to you asking for spare change. Yeah, we have a lot of wealth now. Let's do it. Let's be generous. You toss him a sack of coins. We've been in his shoes. We've had nothing. We lose a wealth with the sound effect of getting cut. He thanks you and walks away. The next night you recognize him on a bench. You spot him eating what looks like a fresh roasted chicken. Oh, good for him. He sees you and smiles a toothless grin. Well, how is he eating chicken? That seems dangerous. You feel good about yourself, and that's really what giving is all about, is feeling good about yourself. You gain 1 physique. I gained a physique. That guy eating a chicken gave me muscles. And a finesse. I'm so great. And a mind. I feel so good. And a charm. And a magic. The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. Almost. Okay, week 6, the final week. Let's spend our final days with the storms coming. We went to the tavern. We did a little... the storm's coming. Let's spend it inside in the alchemy tower. Cleaning the lab. You spend a week cleaning up noxious chemicals. Turn this music down. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor and gain 1 physique and 1 magic. One day all the alchemists decide to take a break from work and instead throw a cantrip party. Cantrip party! One alchemist waves his hand and produces confetti, whoota, in front of him. Prestidigitation. Another spawns a seemingly endless number of doves from his sleeves. Then all the alchemists turn to you to see what you can come up with. Let's do a complex trick, sure. With a snap of your fingers, you bring a chair to life. Is that a cantrip? You're showing off. You broke the rules. You sit atop it and ride it around the room. Everyone else is quite impressed. You gain 2 charm. Nice. Alright, our final days as this gentleman. Let's go check in on the king. Let's attend a ball. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. 2 charm, 1 finesse. One day you lean up against a wall to take a break and it rotates, and you stumble down a set of stairs, secret passage style. You enter a large dusty room filled with barrels. The famous wine cellar of the king. Ooh. The king and I are cool, so let's keep quiet about what we saw. I know that might be like a more boring option, but I feel like king and I, we're cool. He opened his heart to me, so let's be chill. Knowing you have a secret to hide is just so exciting. You gain 1 charm and 1 mind. The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. We see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Are we past saving? Ooh, okay, let's clean up. Well, so the red girl, we know magic pretty well, and she also volunteered at the hospital. Let's see what our magic can do. Our magic is 9. Let's see. You take it upon yourself to help conjure supplies for the town. With your magic, you summon a large amount of supplies. With some effort, you're summoning more than enough lumber and food for the town. That's great. This helps the rebuilding effort a lot. Okay, great. And this guy... I think he's kind of a jerk. Maybe a looter? Because we did some pickpocketing. He likes money, so we don't have a lot of money going on. Let's just see what happens if we have him kind of play a bad role. You break into abandoned buildings and hoard together everything for yourself. You gain 3 wealth, and then another 3 wealth, and this hurts the survival effort. And so, we set out about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted, but in the end, we were defeated. Those of us left struggled to put our home to rights, but the effort was futile. Doomed. The city bled survivors, eventually becoming a husk, a dead thing. And perhaps the Yawhg was only partly to blame. So we have failed. We failed probably because we had a looter in our midst. Your previous experience with exposure to magic has affected you horribly in the post-Yawhg wasteland. Oh. You first noticed this when you began growing scales all over your body. Soon enough, you sprouted a tail and a third eye and a crown of horns, and you shed all your hair. Fear of being hunted forces you to live in the sewers of the city, living on a diet of rats and filth. You never see the sun again. Okay. Felt like failing was enough, but okay, so here's our after story. Here's our where are they now? Credits. Great. How about our guy? Let's see. You escape the ruined town with giant bags of coins, jewels, and other valuable trinkets. You move to a new city, living a life of luxury and elegance. Unfortunately, the new city you move to has their own horrible evil. The Yawhg. The Yawhg sweeps through the city, tearing apart everything you know. This time, when you go rummaging through the debris for valuables, you encounter a group of people doing the same. You get into a knife fight with one of them, which results in you bleeding out on a pile of rubble. And that's the game, that's the Yawhg. I think we'll leave it at 1 round, just to give you guys a little sneak peek at what it is. It's really a lot of fun if you have like a quick, chill amount of time. What did that take? 10, 15 minutes? So you want to get ruined in 15 minutes? Go for it! But you can win. I've won before. Sometimes it has some rather nice endings, sometimes it has some really heartbreaking endings, and sometimes the music is just way too loud. So that's gonna be it for me. You can adjust it, so good luck. I'll see you later.